which of course made me happy. As an Afro-Latina myself, I was happy to see her. And she's a brown-skinned Puerto Rican. So, I just saw her and I said, oh, finally, they decided. She had a little bit of drama with her mom and her sister. Unfortunately, I think, where did the sister find out that they had different dads? I don't know. But anyway, they have an amazing relationship. I mean, her sister Brittany is pretty much my favorite person. I mean, she's so real, so lit, ready to pop off, and that is what I like. She's my favorite. I wish that she was one of the teen moms, but she was pregnant too, actually, if you guys follow the show, but she chose not to have the baby because, she knew that that wasn't the life she wants. And now even seeing her sister with the two kids, she like, no, I don't want this life. And I like it that she keeps it real with Brianna too. You know what I'm saying? Like, she lets her know, like, you making some real stupid decisions. Also, obviously, Brianna dates, Hispanic and black men. Her daughters have black. And what's the other guy? Is he Dominican? Not her boyfriend now, but Stella's father, which I love that name, Stella. That's my daughter's middle name. I enjoyed her storyline. I could see myself in her. Her mom reminds me of my mom. So yeah, I really liked her. The rest of the cast was a girl named Mackenzie, who I think went on to have like 5 kids. And she did marry the father of her children. I don't know where she's at right now, but she definitely beat all the statistics as far as marrying the guy that got you pregnant at 16, having more children with the same guy, and having a pretty decent life. So, I mean, I don't know where she is now, but when the show aired, it seemed like she was doing pretty good. Then there was 2 more girls, Alex and Katie. I barely remembered them, which is probably why Teen Mom 3 only made it for 1 season. But, of course, the one spinoff that had the brown skin girl is the one that didn't make it. Well, we could say a lot about that. And then they added some other stuff. Young and Pregnant, which aired sometime in 2018, which is basically 16 and Pregnant for girls 18 and older. I mean, I feel like most of those girls are 18 and over. I think I've watched like 2 episodes just because I wanted to see what it was different. And I don't know if my people just don't want to be judged on TV, or MTV can't find any sisters out there to put on this franchise. But here I am, 36 years old, with 2 teenagers of my own, one going to be a senior in high school in September, and the other one going to be a freshman. And I could write a book on all the stuff I've been through and the real struggle of what it has been like to be a mom for the last 17 years, all the ups and downs, and still 10 years later with this franchise, and they can't find one, just one. It's insane. So I don't know about this new show, Young and Pregnant. It was okay. I watched it. There was a trans gender female on there. It was a transgender female, right? I think so. And there was a couple of other things that seem, relatable, but no. And so then the Teen Mom franchise, they got rid of Farrah, which I already told you I was not a fan of. They really need to get rid of Janelle until she get her shit together. I mean, I feel like they're promoting abuse on there because she right now is not in a good state of mind to me mentally, and they need to give her a timeout. So yeah, when they got rid of Farrah, they brought in Cheyenne Floyd, who, I guess she's originally from like one of the other shows, Sex on the Beach or Are You the One? I don't remember. I don't know where she's from. But she's from the reality franchise. And I was not a fan of hers. Yes, she is black, or at least half black. So I know you think that I would be Team Cheyenne, but I wasn't. But she has the cutest baby. I mean, that baby's the cutest baby ever. Cute little girl. But I don't like how she carries herself. I don't like how she depicted on TV that she at what I'm doing. And she didn't want that. She didn't want them to look at her and be like, why are you chasing after him? So that's Cheyenne. She don't got any love for herself. And then they brought in Bristol Palin, who was indeed, she was a teen mom, and I wanted to hate her. And it turned out I could relate to her so much. Being with a soldier who suffers from PTSD, which turned into alcoholism, and the day-to-day struggle dealing with that. It's hard and you don't even know where to start. And when she said she walked on eggshells every day with him, I was like, that's my life. I literally didn't know what would set her off. It was scary and all of that stuff. So I end up really liking Bristol Palin's storyline, and I thought that it was something great for MTV to bring on the show. I think it showed PTSD in a new light, maybe even for younger people who don't understand it and don't understand what family members go through. And I appreciate what the show did in taking a stand and really showing that, you know, just the day-to-day struggle with that, and what military servicemen go through too. And, you know, because these people take their lives, they turn to drugs, they turn to abuse, and I felt like it really shined a light on something that we hear about and we see on TV shows, but not like reality versions, and really rooting for them, but then also just rooting for Bristol. Like, you know what? You got to get out of this. Your kids got to get out of this because he got to help himself. He can't be a husband. He can't be a father until he gets the help he needs. So, yeah, so she turned out to be one of my favorites too. And no, she turned out to be one of my favorites just because her storyline was very relatable to my life, and I felt like it was the most real, showed a lot of good contact. So that's pretty much it. I mean, I appreciate what the show initially stood for. I wish they would have had more girls of color or more minorities and touched on more realistic problems, like Bristol's story, or, even Macy, you know, having PCOS. And just so you know, they have another little show called Pretty Little Mamas, which is basically a bunch of rich white girls. Like, this shit's just getting on my nerves now. It's just like, stop it. But I just wanted to talk about the show, give you a little back on it and the characters. I think Teen Mom really started out on a good foot. I think what it wanted, it did accomplish, but I feel like it trickled down and started getting into that reality. Let's just do drama and not really show what goes on, and not having a diverse group of people. I don't feel like there's a diverse group. And, you know, let me know what you think. You know, leave your comments, write me, let me know if you guys agree with me, how you feel about the girls on the show. I'd love to hear some feedback. So thanks again for tuning in to the Lene Show. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And until next time, bye.